In this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg using the 2025 National Mah Jongg League card, and we're going to be playing at Mah Jongg time. Today's topic is advanced. We're going to work it. We're going to work us. We're going to focus. We're going to focus on sacrifice. When you need to sacrifice during the Charleston, and when maybe you need to sacrifice during the pick and discard phase of the game. So that is today's topic. I hope you will enjoy it. I always do, because we get to play Mah Jongg, and that's a good thing. I want to say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing about MAHJLIFE, and also a big shout out to our channel moderators for helping monitor the chat. Thank you very much. And we have 2 new channel members. So I want to say welcome to Allison and Marion. Thank you so much for your support. All right, we're going to get started now. Welcome everyone. Evelyn, Charlotte, Denise, Gretchen, welcome, welcome. Okay, let me share my screen. I think we do have a very short presentation, super short. Pretty sure it's super short. We haven't done this one in a while, so I could be wrong because I don't remember, but I think it's short because it's kind of hard to do a slideshow on this topic because it's very situational. So I'll be probably focusing on live demonstration, and we'll be just basically doing it on the fly. So let me just double check and see. Let's see here. There it is. Let me just take a peek at it. Hello, Linda. Okay, now let me just look at this real quick. I've got it here, and let's see. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, I think we could do it. So let me share my screen. What did I just do? I just duplicated the slideshow. That's not what I wanted to do. How did I do that? No, that's not what I want. Did I lose you? What did I do? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, everything got swapped around. Gosh, so sorry. That was weird. Okay, technical difficulties. Gremlins. Oh, I almost did it again. Okay, here we go. So sorry. Okay, oh my gosh. No, that was just a boo-boo. Okay, my bangs are a problem. Okay, let's see here. I need to share my screen. Here we go. Strategy by wall. We're gonna follow along strategy by wall, and we're gonna talk about risk and sacrifice. So let's take a peek at this. I do want to give a shout out to Tom Sloper of Sloperama, because he's the one who I went to when I was first learning this game in 1990, and I found his Sloperama website, and I just dug in and ate up everything I could find. And I also bought his book. I always forget the name of it, The Red Dragon and the West Wind. And in there is a strategy called Strategy by Wall, and it is based on chess. Because in chess, there's a begin game, a middle game, and an end game. And he took that concept and applied it to Mah Jongg. And I loved it. It resonated with me so much. It helped me get the game. It was an aha moment for me. So I adopted it into the way I played, and then I built on it. which is why you see Hop Toy's strategy by wall. So if you read his book, that's kind of the predecessor to what I have here. So I don't think he has an updated book. So if you're interested in seeing the first generation, look at his book, The Red Dragon and the West Wind, and then Hop Toy Strategy by Wall is my variation of that. But kudos to Tom for documenting this concept because it really helped me understand the nuances of American Mah Jongg. All right, so the idea is that the wall in play can give you somewhat of a roadmap of how the game's going to progress and the kinds of tactics that you can execute and leverage what is happening at the table along the way. So it's very situational because it's going to depend on exposures and discards. There's a lot of moving parts, but each wall that is pushed out, that would be the wall in play. And in the beginning, the first wall is broken for the deal. And these I call the preliminaries. So that first wall is going to go away when he steals the tiles. Then we all have the tiles in our hand, and we're going to do now the Charleston. So during the Charleston, you see the second wall is pushed out, and it's going to be a short wall. That is called the begin game. It's the first 7 picks, and there's a reason for that. You don't, so yeah, the first 7 picks. Then the next 40 are the begin game, and the final 40 are the end game. You got to train your eye to count that full wall of tiles, because when East breaks the wall, it's going to be offset a little bit. So you've got to train your eye on how to do this. And I do have a video on how to do this in real life. It's called, if you search my YouTube channel for IRL, which stands for in real life, you'll find the video. And I'll confirm that, and I'll even put a link to the video in the video description after this session. So you got to train your eye to count off or identify the end wall, the middle wall, and then the first 7. It's basically the first 7 picks. Okay, is everybody with me? This is how the walls work, and the wall in play is what you want to remember. So with sacrifice, the idea here is, with sacrifice in general, is that you deliberately give something up for the sake of other considerations. And when it comes to Mah Jongg, that means your discards. And during the Charleston, even your passes. So your passes during the Charleston, which is where we are here, sometimes you might need to give up a potential keeper to get a full pass on the first left or last right. That would be an example of sacrifice during the Charleston. Also, you might need to let a tile go in the second left in order to keep the Charleston going. You might need to sacrifice a tile to gain more strength with the next passes. And that could require you to let a tile go. You could also break up a pair in your hand that you know you don't need, thinking, oh, maybe I can use this for joker bait. No, that doesn't work that way. Joker bait does not come into play until the pick and discard phase of the game, usually the third wall. So an unneeded pair is just going to hinder you. It's going to shackle you. So don't keep unwanted pairs thinking you can use it for joker bait. It's way too early. You should break it up, sacrifice the joker bait, pass, mitigate risk with it. So that is key. And maybe we'll even be able to demonstrate that today. Now, when you get to an actual hand, so here, actually here we're doing first left. Here's an example of letting a potential keeper go to get a full pass. Let's see here. Trying to see, I don't see the passes. Let me see my speaker notes. Let's see if I have it in my speaker notes. Blind. Okay, I think we just talked through it. So here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, pair 5, 8, 9, crack pair, 5, 8, 9 in dots, pair 8. So with these tiles, we could play 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. We have no flowers. Gap hand for the 5th hand down. The other thing we could do is another gap hand for the 3rd hand down. I would pass on here the 5 dot. That could go for sure. The red dragon could go for sure. And I probably would let the 9 dot go. So even though the 8, 9 might work in 2 suits, we would need to sacrifice a tile to focus on a predominant pattern. This is first left. I would not pass blind here. Okay, so now the next one, relinquish a useless pair, joker bait, to mitigate risk. So here we're going 2nd left. We do not need this white 1 dot, so we can break that up. It's way too early for joker bait. Break up the 1, pass the 8 and the 3. Now we have 6, 8, 8 pairs. 6, 8, 8. I'd probably focus on 5 through 9 or 2, 4, 6, 8. Maybe keep the 8 and pass the 1 dot, the 2 bam, and the 3 dot. 1, 2, 3 mixed suit, little risky, but that's probably what I would do here. Because we could do either 5, 6, 7, 8, or maybe 2, 4, 6, 8 if we get other 2s and 4s. We can't keep it all. You got to let something go. And I would not stop the Charleston here because we're in between. You pick your strongest option and you keep going. Okay, next we have the situation where you may need to let a tile go in the 2nd left to do, or the 2nd right. This would be the 2nd right because we're getting ready to do the across pass. So here we have dragons, we have 4s, we have east and west. We have a gap, no 4 crack. I would pass probably the 6 for sure, the 3 bam for sure, and then I'd probably sacrifice the north. So you might think, well, maybe we could play news with dragons. Well, we have no flowers. So I would probably sacrifice the north so we can get a full pass and see if maybe we can get a 4 crack, or maybe, who knows, maybe a flower. We could try for like numbers with 4s. We could do maybe east and west with 4s. Another thing that you could do here, excuse me, is let the 6 go with, let's say, the north, keep the 3, 4, and let the 4 dot go and maybe do the chow hand. Either way, there's going to be a sacrifice here to get a full pass. The hand is too weak to not take a full pass. So those are some things to think about. Now here is when we're in the game. So we want to let tiles go that are weak. Because if a discard goes down that we don't want to call yet, we may call it, or we could wait and use a joker, or just let it go and play something else. So in this case, 1, 3, 3, 5, little odds, 2nd hand down on the left, that's what I would play, and we have no gaps. So in this case, I would call it. And then I would discard probably the 2 bam or the 1 dot at that point, because we would then be committing to the 2nd hand down on the left. Okay, now here we're at the point of the game where we're going into the end game, and this is where you need to start thinking about push-fold judgment, where you're deciding if you're going to play to win or you're going to block your opponents. Just break up your hand and try to get to a wall game. We're playing a quint, and in this hand here, this is last year's card, so we have the offsuit, the random, or the misfit quint is what this is. In this year's card, the 8 bam needs to be an 8 crack. So in this case, we would fold completely with this kind of a situation for this year's card, because those 8 bams need to be 8 cracks. The 9 crack quint with a pung of south, or a Kong of souths, we would need 8 cracks. And are there any? Yeah, the 8 cracks are right here. 3 are out. 4, all 4 are out. So I would just fold. I would just play defense. I'd keep the flowers. Looks like winds are down north and south, or north is down. No souths are out because we have them. There's no east-west though. Somebody might be playing east and west, like maybe this player on the right. So I'd probably start breaking up the souths. And I don't see any 8 BAMs. I would maybe discard the 7 dot here. There's one right there. So I would just start discarding tiles that I see on the table and fold. Okay, let's go play Mahjong, and then we'll come back in the end game and we're going to talk about position, weight patterns, and then finally, if we have time, we're going to talk about risk assessment in the end game. Okay, does anybody have any questions so far about the examples that I shared and about when and why to sacrifice a tile? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to try to go to Mahjong time. Here it is. Okay, first 7 picks would be 28 tiles, yes. But basically, you divide that by 4, you know, because you have 4 people at the table. So 7 times 4 is 28, yes. So it'd be tiles 99 through 91, or I think it's 80 is the begin game, or the middle game. 80 is the beginning of the middle game. So it's tiles 99 through 79. Let's just watch and see. I'll talk through it here. Let's see if we can get on this table. And we'll talk through it as we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, that is a little loud. Oops. Turn that up a little bit here. Okay, here we go. So now we're talking about sacrifice in this session. So that's what we're going to try to focus on. Now we're going to build our hand. We're going to play to win, but we're going to emphasize the times when we need to sacrifice. So here we have a joker, 4, 6 in BAMs, 2, 8 in cracks, 2, 6, 8, 9 in dots, and then we've got dragons. I would target these dragons and probably the 2s. And with dragons and 2s, the offsuit dragon, even the white dragon, I probably would not focus on 2, 4, 6, 8. I'd focus on trying to get a year hand in here. Now, what we could maybe do, we got to get this going here. We're going to pass 1 of each suit. So we're going to mitigate risk. We're going to sacrifice a whole category, evens. So there's the sacrifice right there, because we're going to target the 2 and the dragon. So we're targeting a year hand, and look what we got. We got year tiles. So we're going to keep that. And so that particular sacrifice paid off. So now we're going to do 1, 8, 6, and we're playing some kind of a year hand. There is an offsuit year hand in here with 2, 4 or 2, 5 in one suit, 2, 0, 2, 5 block in another suit, and the opposite dragon. So if we were to do that third hand down, it would look like this. So we wouldn't need this white dragon. We would do either 2, 5 BAM or 2, 5 dot, and then we would use the corresponding dragon. So then the other thing that I would consider is I'd keep my eyes open for a chow. And now that's going to be super risky because we need a flower for the chow hand. Second hand down under wins. This would be a big risk. Now, we're supposed to get 1.6 flowers when we pick and discard from the wall. We should get 1.6. So we should count on at least 1 flower from the wall, but that doesn't always happen, especially for me. And flowers rarely will be passed in the Charleston. So here we have a chow. Now we're going to sacrifice. we're going to sacrifice the 2 band. Now this is going to be a bit risky. We actually have a chow and then the dragons for that second hand down. All we need is a flower. This is super risky, but we could still maybe play the year hand. So I'm willing to risk it. A 2 dot came in. Okay, so now we have a 2-5. There's our year block. There's our 2-5. And here's our corresponding dragon. So that would be a hand with no gaps. Do we want to keep going? This is when you have to decide, do you want to stop the Charleston or do you want to pick the strongest option and continue? And I say continue. So we are going to continue and we're going to sacrifice another tile. We're going to let a dragon go. We're going to let the red dragon go. We still have a chow in here and we still have a pair. We have a joker, but we're going to sacrifice this red dragon. Let's see what happens. Our strongest option is the year hand because there are no gaps. We need this dragon here. And there's a keeper. So now we decide again on what we want to sacrifice, because at this point we've got like numbers. So our options are dwindling a bit. A 6-8 with a 7, that is pretty risky, but so is passing a white dragon here. I think it would be better to pass a 6 than the dragon. And maybe we could even still use that for, let's say, the concealed hand. If we get a flower, that would be a long shot though. So let's see what we get. We want a 5 crack, 5 dot, more green dragons. Oh my goodness, we got a flower. Okay, so now here's part of a chow. There's dragons. Here's a dragon. We have 2s. We have all 3 2s. We could play like numbers with 2s. Like numbers with 2s. I think, oh my goodness, let's see, 2 2 5, 2 2 5, 2 5 dragon year. I'm only going to pass 2. I'm going to pass blind. We've got year hand, we've got potent. Oh my gosh, we got a 5. Okay, so I'm thinking year hand. We don't need the flower. So here's 2 0. We need a 5 crack. There's our hand here. We need this dragon. 2 year hand, 2 5. Or maybe evens. I would say 2. We're going to pass. We could pass 3 and just commit. But, oh, we could pass. We could play like numbers with 2s concealed. Flower. Let's just pass 1. I want to see if we get that red dragon. Okay, so I'd say we're in between the year hand and like numbers with 2s concealed. Oh, everybody's passing 1. No, we did not get that. Let me see. Second hand down.
7 dots.
2. Yeah, we could do that. Good thing I kept that dragon. We could do the second hand down too. So we could do the second hand down or the third hand down. Either one. Probably the second hand down is stronger. I agree, Charlotte. Let's see what we get here. We're not set.
8 characters.
We're just going to wait and see what we get.
7
we have one discard before we have to pick a hand. But I'd say we're a contender.
4 dots.
There's a 2.
9
This
dots.
is why you don't want to pick a hand, because now I'd play like numbers with 2s
7
concealed.
characters.
There's like numbers with 2s concealed.
4 dots.
We could still maybe play that second hand down. Second hand down under the year or like numbers with twos.
3 dots. 8 characters.
You know what? I just had a thought.
2 dots.
Okay, we need to pung. Let's pung.
Pung.
Now I will let this flower go.
Flower.
We're going to go for the second hand down.
7 dots.
Second hand down. We are not quite set.
3 dots.
We need one more good pick for the 5 dot and the white dragon. And then
4
one of the
characters.
twos will be joker bait.
8 dots.
Now this hand, if you look at it, you might think that you can use, let's say for
White
this
dragon.
particular hand, oh look, we're going to Kong. We got a Kong.
Kong.
That's a 0 because it's in the year category. That is not a white dragon.
Green dragon.
Because if you look at the card, it's a little
1
confusing
bamboo.
because it's 3 colors, but a white dragon when used as a 0 is always blue. So
1
it's
dot.
neutral. So that is a 0, not a white dragon, just in case we have
8
any
dots.
beginners here.
1 bamboo.
Okay,
1
we
character.
need another good pick for that 5 dot, but this is a hand of least resistance.
South wind. North wind.
There's the red dragon.
Red dragon.
Who took it? Who kept it? Oh, nobody took it.
Red dragon. Eight characters.
Okay, now one of these twos we're going to be able to claim. If I'd rather
dragon.
draw. Oh my gosh, the dragons.
Green dragon. 1 character. Six dots. Eight dots.
I'd love to get this white dragon. That's not a keeper.
4 characters.
White dragon would be awesome.
9 dots. Seven characters. Seven characters.
3.
3 dots.
Okay, we're at 65 tiles remaining.
1 character.
Oh, I forgot to talk about the wall. Okay, so here, what you do to figure out the end game is you look at the missing, it's kind of like negative space.
8 characters.
Look at the missing tiles here. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7
9
there.
bamboos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say
4 characters.
this right here, right above my name, Hot
9
Toy,
characters.
this is the beginning of the end
East
game.
wind.
Basically, you take this space off of the front end of this wall. So you do kind of a little,
9 bamboos.
an optical switcheroo here. So whatever space is here missing out of that wall,
South
you
wind.
basically lob it off this wall here, and that'll tell you where the end game begins. So
8 bamboos.
right around here is going to be the end, probably right around where the south
2
is.
bamboos.
So probably where the south is. Okay, so let's go ahead and pung.
Pung.
Now here's joker bait at 56 tiles remaining.
2 characters.
Didn't work.
5 bamboos.
56 tiles remaining. Didn't work.
Kong.
Okay.
3 bamboos.
We're looking for this white dragon.
3 dots, 8 bamboos, 1 dot, 2 bamboos,
Okay, we need this white dragon. Oh, 5 bam. Is that open?
6
Yes.
dots,
Ew.
green dragon,
Okay, we need this
8
white dragon. 5
bamboos,
bam is open. 2 jokers open.
flower,
Oh, that's risky. We're going into the end game though. We're not
8
quite there yet. So
bamboos,
now's when you want to do that. If you are using, if you
win.
have flowers and you're not using them, get rid of them before the end game, which is right now. One more pick. So I was off a little bit.
Green
It's
dragon.
right here. After this pick right here, then we're going to be in the end game.
5
So it's an
bamboos,
approximation. It doesn't have to be precise. Okay, so somebody won 4, 5, 6, 7. Hand of least resistance. We were 1 away, which I think is good. So here, pung kong. Okay, any thoughts? This player over here had our 5 dot. They knew what we were playing clearly. They still have another discard over there. They probably should have given away this 5 dot a while ago, because probably before I punged that 2 bam, because clearly they don't need it. They should have gotten rid of this long ago, unless it was a new pick. It could have been a new pick. This player is doing the flower news hand. They're 2 away. They have their pairs, which is good. All they need are jokers. They need the south there, third hand down. So they were doing well. We were also, we needed a joker probably in order to get ourselves ready. All right. Any comments? We're going to play again, and we'll talk more about sacrifice. And then the last game, well, I guess we'll still be able to play to win, and we won't force anything. I'll just I'll highlight any moments where a sacrifice would be something to consider. And that way we could still play to win, which is good. You want to play to win. Even if you're trying to test a new strategy, try to play to win, but you do want to test new tactics. And sometimes that does mean forcing situations. Here, for sacrifice, you really don't need to, because you're really doing if this, then that scenario with almost every move that you make. So there are sacrifices here and there along the way, one way or another. Any questions about sacrifice? And we'll talk more about strategy by wall and how to look at it. I'll be more aware, or remind me if I miss it. Okay, so now we're in the preliminaries where we deal the tiles. Okay, we have a couple jokers, which is nice. We have a 4 bam pair, 6, 8, then a 9 crack, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 in dots, and a north. So whatever we do, I would target the 4. So with the 4 bam pair, I would probably do 2, 3, 4, 5 of some kind, but I would consider keeping evens. We could maybe play evens. It's not gelling yet, so we'll see. This is going to be a little bit risky. Even if we were to, let's say, keep the 7 and pass the 8, it's just as risky. So we're going to do that. Okay, we got a 3 and a 6. Still not quite gelling, but I think 2, 3, 4, 5 might be the way to go. We're still in between. We have 1 clear discard. We have 2, 3 dot, 3, 4 bam, 3, 5. Then we have 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 2, 6, 8. I think we should let the 3, 5 go and focus on 2, 4, 6, 8. It's a gap. We got a gap. Well, we have every number represented, which is good, but it's not gelling. It's weak. I was kind of wondering if a 1 would come in for 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, bam. Okay, so let's pass these. I want to keep the 1. Maybe the 2 will come back and the 3 could come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. We have a 2, 6, 8 and a 4, 6, 8. I wouldn't pick a hand. We're just going to gather. We have lots of discards. I would not pick a hand. Oh, okay. Hey, the first 7 picks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right around this west. This would be the begin game right there. Then this would be the middle game. And then this would be the end game. There's a 6. Okay, we definitely want to keep going, and I would give up on that 1 dot. We didn't get the 3. We have a 4, 6. It's still not gelling, so it's good. This is going to be a big challenge. This even hand, we have a long way to go. I'd rather get a 3 and a 5. Here's a 3, 4, 6. Okay, there's a 4. 3, 4. No, the 3 can go. All right, so we have to make some choices here. We have 4, 6, 8, 2, 6, 8. I'd let the 2 go. We're going across. We have to pass. This is kind of wonky. It's kludgy. Okay, we got a 7. Okay, that's good because we could maybe switch to 6, 7, 8. And you know what? I think I would. 2, 6, 8. Oh. 6, 7, 8. Even if we played 6, 7, 8, that doesn't really work. Because the only way we could do 6, 7, 8 and 2 suits is a concealed hand. And we would need 5, 6, 7, and we have a gap. I'd let it go. We might even switch to like numbers with 6s. Okay, now here is the silver lining. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's still not ideal because we would have to sacrifice a pair of 6s. 5, 6 dots, 7, 8, bam. They want 2 tiles, so that's perfect. This is where we're going to sacrifice joker bait. It's way too early for joker bait, so we're going to let it go. Not only that, but joker bait is hit or miss. It's only like a 9.3% success rate.
White dragon.
All right, in here, I would not keep north.
North wind.
I might keep the east. We could
7
maybe
bamboos.
see if a west comes in, and I would not call anything at the moment. Our hand is not strong enough to call a tile right now.
4 bamboos.
Okay, so we'll pass, and that'll be a good discard.
8 bamboos.
Now our tiles are going down already. Okay, now here's a
4
9.
bamboos.
So now we could maybe consider 5 through 9. I think I would let
4
evens go totally. We have no 2, we have no 4. So I would focus
White
on 6
dragon.
through 9.
Green dragon.
6 through 9 is our predominant pattern.
East wind.
And technically, we could use the jokers for the 7.
East wind.
Now, I wouldn't define it yet because we could pung 6, 8 with these jokers.
East wind.
Maybe the 8. The 5,
4
9
bamboos.
need to be pairs. Let's let the 1 go. This is in
1
our
dot.
range, so I would hold it.
2
We're going to
bamboos.
keep every 5 through 9 and see what comes in. We have
8
1
characters.
clear discard, just one clear discard, so we'll see what we get.
2 bamboos.
A 3, that's not helpful. Although
1 character.
we could switch to 3, 6, 9.
8 bamboos.
3, 6, 9, 6. Because the 8s are going down.
North wind.
I would let that 8 bam go. There are already 2 out.
1 dot.
Let's let the 5 go.
5 characters.
Here's a 3, 4, 5, 6. No gaps.
3 dots.
No, not strong enough. 5, 6, 7, 8 is super
North
weak.
wind.
There's a 7 bam out too.
White dragon.
Don't need wins.
South wind. 4 dots.
Oh, no. Our tiles are just being discarded everywhere. That's called spamming.
South wind.
We're getting spammed.
8 characters.
Okay, 8.
8
Now-
bamboos.
Now I would consider playing 5 through 9, even though it's a gap
3
hand.
bamboos.
If we can get a 5 or a 9 dot, long shot, we could play 5 through 9, but it's going to be risky. Should we pung 6, 8? We would lock ourselves in.
Nine characters. Kong. 8 characters.
Let's define this as a 7.
Seven characters.
We're going to
Pung.
define that. We could even define this one.
6 characters.
Okay. Now they're playing 5, 7, 7,
9
9.
bamboos.
5, 7, 7, 9. They didn't take the
1
9 bam, which
character.
means they probably have dots. They're probably playing 5,
1
7 dot
character.
because there was no hesitation on
Green
that. Oh no,
dragon.
not the 9 bam. The 7 bam was not taken. So my guess is they're doing 5, 7
Green
dot.
dragon.
They could have our 5 and 7.
1 bamboo.
Joker. Let's throw the 7.
7 bamboos.
Oh, this is going to be
6
really,
characters.
really risky. Let's see. We could play 6, 7, 8, 9.
1 character.
That's a hand of least resistance.
7 dots.
Let's Kong.
Kong.
That was weird.
3 dots.
Okay, so we have a Kong. We can use that for 6, 7, 8, 9,
1
or 5
bamboo.
through 9. So we have a little bit of wiggle room to wait for this pair. We need at least one of 2 pair in here before we
6
commit to the
characters.
first hand. Otherwise, we could paint
South
ourselves into a
wind.
corner. Okay, 9 bam is out.
9 bamboos.
So we're looking for, and that's a big sacrifice right there and a risk. We've got
9
three
bamboos.
jokers out there, but I think it's worth it because now we have no gaps.
White dragon.
That took us from a gap hand
3
underdog
dots.
to now a contender. I would say we're
1
probably
dot.
still an underdog though, because we need pairs.
6 characters.
I would say we should consider ourselves to be an
4
underdog.
dots. 2 dots. Red dragon. Pung.
Oh, they're playing 5, 7, 9.
5
5, 7, 9
bamboos.
dragon. 5, 7, 9 dragon, third hand down on the right. That's good news for us. Maybe
3
our 5 dot
characters.
is in the wall.
Pung. 2 dots.
Oh, 7 bam.
7 bamboos.
Oh, keeper. They drew a joker. 5, 7, 9 dragon. Hand of least resistance. That's a beauty. That is a beauty. Okay, so we're going to play one more game. And this time, let's see if we really haven't gotten much into the end game to talk about risk assessment on discards, and I'm hoping we can get there. But we did talk about folding earlier, which is part of sacrifice, because you basically sacrifice your hand to that point and then fold and break it up. So that is a form of sacrifice, but you keep control. So although you're not playing to win, you're playing to keep control. So folding is not a bad thing. It is not a sign of weakness, and it is not giving up. It's just a change in mindset. It's a change in purpose. You're playing so as not to discard the winning tile. You're playing to try to end in a wall game as opposed to playing to win. So keep that in mind if you're ever at that point where you're thinking, oh man, I've got all risky tiles. Fold. Just change your perspective. Change your approach to the rest of the game. So let's see if we can talk about push, fold, judgment, and risk assessment in the end game. It's just going to depend on what happens here at the table. All right, now this one, we have an 8-band pair and a pair of flowers, which is really nice. So 8-band pair, that's what I would target, 8-band and the flowers. With the rest of the tiles, I do see a lot of 6, 7, 8, 9, and like numbers with 8s. That's what I would focus on. Now, someone might say, what about evens? There's no 4. No 4, that's a gap. I'd let it go. Oh, wait, this is a keeper. That's in our range. Now, that right there is risky. I probably would not do that, and I probably would not pass 2-year tiles. So I think I would give up the 6 and keep the green, because we could play like numbers with 8s. Okay, there's a keeper, a 7, and a green. Look what came in, pair green. So now we have a west, a 2. At this point, our multiples are flowers, 8s, and greens, and that is pointing to the concealed hand under like numbers. So that is what I would focus on. That's a keeper. Like numbers with 8s. So let's break out these 7s. Let's do it this way, one of each suit. I'm hoping we'll get a non-keeper. Oh, look, a 7 crack came in. Okay, so now let's see. Yes, we want to keep going. A 5 crack. What about a 5 crack? 5 crack. East. Let's see. We are doing second left. I'm going to let the 7 go. I'm going to sacrifice the joker bait because I don't want to be stuck with a pair that we don't need. Okay, there's another dragon. We could play maybe the first hand. So let's let 7.3 go. 7.3. We got another dragon. Okay, now I would think about maybe this chow hand. We could let 7 bam 2 go. 7, 8, 9 chow with dragons. We have a gap, no white. Let's pass 2. We're in between the second hand down under wins and also the concealed like number hand. We have 2 discards. Okay. No keepers, but we did get a 7. Here we go.
East
Okay,
wind.
so we do have another hand in here. 7, 8, 9 dragon.
7 dots.
There's 7, 8, 9 dragon. We also have like numbers with
7
8s
dots.
concealed, or 7, 8, 9 dragons
9
second hand
bamboos.
down. There's another flower. What? Another flower. We really don't need it. Let's let the 9 go.
9 characters.
Okay.
6
Look
dots.
at these beautiful dragons.
8 bamboos.
No, we're not going to take that. We're just going to stay concealed.
7 bamboos.
We don't need that at all.
6 dots. 4 bamboos.
Let's see. Flowers. Flowers. We could hoard news.
9 bamboos.
Hoard news and play the 4th hand down.
4
Under
characters.
winds. Ooh, there's an 8.
7 characters.
Okay, you know what we could do now? We could
6
do like
bamboos.
numbers with, or not like numbers, but we could do the second
1
hand from the
character.
bottom under evens. 8s with
7
offsuit dragon.
bamboos. 7 characters.
So we've got options.
7 bamboos.
Let's just wait it out. We really don't need,
5 dots.
we really do not need all these flowers.
7 dots.
We don't need a wind. Oh, shoot. I was going
North
to keep
wind.
that. Okay, so here's a recovery point. I was going to keep winds.
5
I forgot.
characters.
We just threw away a keeper because we could switch to the 3rd hand
7
down or 4th
bamboos.
hand down under winds. So now let's try to keep news. Let's just see
5
what happens.
bamboos.
I probably wouldn't though because we've got 2 pair. But now there's an 8. Oh, I would
7
play.
dots.
I would definitely play like numbers concealed.
North wind.
Like numbers concealed. One of these dragons will be Joker bait.
1 dot.
And it's arbitrary at the moment. Now there are a lot of BAMs out, although there are dragon hands that are off suit. So I don't think that
8
is
dots.
gonna matter. We're concealed. I think I would let this flower go right now.
Flower.
Okay.
Flower.
Mm-hmm. Nobody took it, and so that was a safe discard.
6 dots.
Okay, so we need 8 crack. We've got no
3 characters.
vulnerabilities here at all. So
6
at this point, we
characters.
just need the number tiles and jokers
9
or symbol tiles, I
characters.
guess, because we could stand to get a joker or a dragon and a joker. We could stand to get a joker, absolutely.
2 characters. 6 characters.
Oh yeah, I was going to keep wins. I remembered.
9 dots.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. So there's a west.
3 bamboos.
There are 2 north, south, and an east. No dragons have gone out yet, which could be good for us because we might be able to get some jokers here.
2 characters.
So let's just see. It's going to be risky if we hold on to these past 50 tiles
6
remaining.
bamboos.
So we want to be very mindful of that 50
3
tile mark.
bamboos.
That's when you want to start getting safe discards. And right now, these dragons are going to increase in risk.
9 dots. 2 characters.
No wests are out either.
West wind.
Oh, there's one. Don't need 7. Okay,
7
after this
characters.
next pick,
Flower.
we're nearing the end. We're going to pass. We're nearing the end of the sweet spot for joker bait. It's between 60 and 50 tiles
5
remaining.
dots.
So on our next pick, we should let a dragon go.
North wind.
And I think I would let the green one go because all the BAMs are out. Let's just see what happens.
Green dragon.
Okay, so green dragon, not joker bait at
East
51
wind.
tiles remaining. Green, 51.
6 bamboos.
No. So that did not work.
Green dragon.
Yep, there they go. We can let that go.
Green dragon.
All right, so we have 3 discards and we're heading into the end game. We should fold.
1 bamboo.
If you have 3 discards at the end game, we really have 1 more pick. If we get a keeper here, we could play to win.
1
But if we
dot.
don't get a keeper, we should consider folding. Even though we have no gaps, and we can
5
use jokers,
characters.
but it's an unusual situation here because there are no exposures, and we did not get a discard. We did not get a
4
keeper.
dots.
We did not get a keeper. No keeper. We have 3 discards, and they seem to be safe discards.
White
So
dragon.
we could still play to win since we do have safe discards.
Pine.
It looks like nobody's playing wins.
1 bamboo.
Let's let the south go. Somebody could still be playing news.
South wind.
Ooh, that was frightening.
South wind.
Okay.
White dragon.
Oh, they got a joker.
2 bamboos.
3 bamboos. Joker. Okay.
West wind.
So now I would say we should play to win because now we have only 2 discards. We are concealed though. So I would say we need to be conservative. I would not push. If we get a risky discard, let's see, we have 2 safe discards. So I think we're okay.
Bamboos.
Oh, white dragon. Now, bummer.
White
We
dragon.
were late on the uptake.
9 bamboos.
Okay, we have
8 characters.
Oh, that's our tile, but we can use jokers.
East wind.
1 crack. 1 is out.
1 character.
1 4 bam is out too. Okay.
1 bamboo.
A little bit scary there. Okay, now 4 bam. A 3.
West wind.
4 bam. 4 crack. 4
2
crack.
bamboos.
Oh, we got a keeper.
9
Okay, now this,
characters.
oh here, 4 dot. 1 4 dot is out. 1 4 crack
2
is out.
characters.
And 1 4 bam is out.
2 bamboos.
This 4 bam is going to be a little risky.
4 characters.
Now, since no one took that 4, I'm going to let this 4 go.
4 bamboos.
Oh my gosh, that made me sick to my stomach.
2 dots.
Okay, now 7 crack is out. So now we have a good safe discard here. So I would play to win.
3 bamboos.
We've got a good last discard here. There are 3 7 crack. Oh, somebody won. Okay, I think we came a long way. Here we have 1 2 3 dragon. Very nice. All right, and then over here 4 5. Looks like this player might have broken up their hand. And then over here 1 news 1 2 3 1 3 5 news, and they are ready on a 3 dot gap hand. They have a gap hand because the 3 is over here. Here's the 3. And of course we needed 8s. All right, that's going to do it for this live stream. I hope you found it helpful. We got in some good games. I enjoyed it. It's a great idea to think about when and why to sacrifice and watch what happens next and learn from it. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Nobody's lives are at risk. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Yes, thank you. Thumbs up. My pleasure. We'll be back again tomorrow for the Learning Lab Player Edition from 1 to 2. No presentation. We're just going to talk about some kind of skill or strategy, and we'll also be there to answer any questions you might have about the game. So if you like, join us. Same place, same time. Hope to see you then. Moderators, thank you very much for helping monitor the chat. And I thank you, viewers, for being here with me and playing Mahjong. It's always a good day when you can play Mahjong. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.